if you're watching this video, you might be thinking, I've made it. I'm in France with my kennelless dog sanctuary. You'd be very wrong. Please forgive the green screen antics. I just wanted you to know this is day one, hour one, minute one of me starting to hold myself accountable to my lifelong dream of opening a sanctuary, a paradise for homeless dogs in France. And I currently reside in the UK. My name is Jace. This is Loki, my French bulldog. This is Ralph, my Dachshund cross Chihuahua. And Bonnie is just off shot over there, but you're going to get to meet her very soon. The whole purpose of this video today is to tell you a little bit about who I am, why I'm chasing this dream, some action that I've taken this week, and painfully, I'm going to be an open book about my finances and my financial position, where I am, which is not a great start, about how I intend to put some money together to buy a property outright in France and be able to have the money as well to convert it into this paradise for homeless dogs. So hopefully they never have to suffer another day in kennels or homelessness for the rest of their lives. Can't thank you enough for being here and supporting this channel. So firstly, a brief overview of who I am. My name is Jason. I am a full-time dog dad. I am a licensed home boarding and daycare center. I'm only licensed for an additional 3 dogs because I like to provide a luxury service, a home from home boarding. And this is not a shill for the business. This is just me explaining that this is how I'm earning my income. So you're going to see lots of different dogs and lots of B-roll inside the videos of me caring for other dogs as well, because this is truly not only my passion, but my life. I've been self-employed for 10 years now and stupidly made a jump to go back into employment last year, I believe in June of 2023. Biggest mistake of my life. But it also put me in a pathway then of thinking, well, I have always wanted to work with dogs. Why don't I just make this happen? After a 2-month process of going through the licensing period, I got licensed by Shropshire Council, my local council, and I have never looked back since. Come here then, buddy. It's a good boy. Why am I doing this? It's been a bit of a shitty year so far. I'm not going to lie. I have another business which I run fairly passively, about 3 or 4 hours a month, which has been defrauded for the last 6 months and continuing. Loki's had 2 major surgeries, and to top the year off, my mum died of stage 4 cancer about 3.5 months ago. And all of this stuff has caused me to really reflect on the trajectory and the pathway that I've been on for the last maybe 5 or 10 years being self-employed. And ultimately it led me to the conclusion I'm not chasing the direction I want to be going in. I was a personal trainer for 16 years and I was very successful in the last few years, but it just didn't feel right. So this YouTube video and every YouTube video after this that I create inside of this series is going to hold me accountable to chasing that dream, and hopefully I'm going to be able to celebrate it with you guys in less than 2 years time, where I'm sat in France with an actual drink, not a green screen behind me, and lots of dogs around me, because we made it together as a team. And the only thing I ask for you on this journey is your support on this channel. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and make this dream a reality. So now, the action that I took this very week, which is what I'm going to go through each and every single YouTube video, like I said before, I started this video. Starting is the hard part. This is why this video here is so important for me. It's the accountability to the very first step. Next week, when the video is released, will be step 2, step 3, step 4. And with each and every single step, you start to build momentum into hopefully turning your dreams into a reality, which is what I am here to do. So welcome to my very festive view of my house, and I have a Barkley dog. Whoa, he wants to come up. Ah, you're the floofiest little puppy. Mwah. There's going to be so many distractions like this, guys, because I run a dog daycare and boarding. So here is a super quick look at a property that I have in mind, something similar to this. I know it might have sold by the time 2 years is up or when I accrue the finances, but this is a rough idea. So let's go into the slideshow. Big, nice open plan house. This is swimming pool at the back because the dogs love to swim. And on the hot days in France, it's going to be beautiful to cool off in this. Garages, plenty of storage. Beautiful view from the back. This property comes with 9 acres. The land is super important to me for dog walking and the dogs to go and be dogs. That's what's important. Now the fencing might need some repatriation. Here is my favorite room in the house. Some big open plan room like this is what I am looking for, where there can be 30 odd dog beds down there, the log burner lit on the colder nights, and I can go and just lie in the middle of all of the dogs and have snugs. Nice open plan kitchen for tidbits for when I'm cooking for the doggies. Here is the bathtub, which looks kind of dog friendly, 2 steps and then down into it. So we're going to have bath time. Then there's bedrooms, again, looking for open plan stuff, good walk-in shower. And there's the front of the property again. Now, here is the uncomfortable bit, the price, €266,000, which converts to roughly £226,000. I'm going to set a very generous budget or goal, of £300,000, which is going to include FX fluctuations, so fluctuation of currency. It's going to include any repatriation defences to make the place safe and secure for the dogs initially, and then any moving costs and taxes, etc. So, without further ado, here is the uncomfortable conversation, the one nobody likes talking about, finances. But I'm hoping by being an open book inside of my finances, it's going to force me to look at these numbers and these facts each and every single week and keep adding to that total. So without further ado, here's the whiteboard. And the first of 4 subcategories, which we're going to be aligning with my £300,000 target, which I know is a huge number. When you see where I'm starting, I'm quite a way away from it, but hopefully seeing these is going to keep me motivated to be like, I'm such a long way away. I need to keep putting money away. I need to become resourceful in making more money each and every single week in the hope it's a momentum thing and it goes on an exponential like ski slope curve. So the first subcategory is fiat money. Now, I class fiat money as anything that's cash or electronically banked at this moment in time, and that's £1,930. So you might be thinking, whoa, that's not a lot of money. It's not the only subcategory, remember, don't get ahead of yourself. But no, it's not a lot of money, but it is money that I can access immediately without hurting my financial position to be able to pay my bills. An emergency takes place, the car breaks down, etc. I have money set aside outside of that £1,930 sensibly, so that I don't need to dip into that. So that balance should never actually get less. Don't leave yourself absolutely month to month. I did it in my late 20s and it sucked, it hurts. You'll know what I'm talking about, some of you, or maybe all of you. The second subcategory is Pokemon cards. Yes, you heard me right, Pokemon cards. I started recollecting inside of the pandemic, just like millions of other people. I got the original 102 base set here and I reframed it myself, which I'm quite proud of. I also found some other cards that I sent off to grading, which increases the value of them. And so the total baseline lower end of the value of all of those cards put together is about £2,000. That probably won't fluctuate. It's going to remain at that number. The third subcategory is cryptocurrency. Now, I know some people will love this or hate it. It's very much a Marmite industry. I personally love it and think decentralized finance is a great thing. And I have a lot of money in one coin. I'm not going to shill that coin here, but I believe in that project. And on the lower side of the baseline value at this moment, I'm taking it well under what it's at market value right now. And that's at £24,000. I don't want to overinflate it or underinflate it and rely on that value, because I know cryptocurrency can go up and down, 10, 15% in a day. So if it goes to the moon, which I don't know, it might not, then great, I'll be able to afford the property next month. We're all done with this, and the video series will last a month, not 2 years. It's unlikely, but it's part of my portfolio of my running total. The fourth and final subcategory is our motorhome. Bought a motorhome about 4 months ago, and I know that we could very quickly in a few days get £12,000 for this motorhome. So that could be liquid cash that we could get our hands on very, very quickly. That's what I'm classing this running total as. The total for everything, as you can see right here, is £39,930, if my maths was correct. I know that is not a great starting point, but again, to reinforce, this is to encourage me to keep adding to those numbers each and every single week. I've got lots of stuff. Yes, stuff inside of my house everywhere. And I'm selling some of that stuff on eBay, Marketplace, Vinted, etc. I'm getting rid of all these things because it probably cost me another £300,000 to move all of my all the way over to France anyway. So I'm reducing the amount of stuff I have in the house all the time. So you might see that fiat balance grow. quite considerably over the next few weeks as we have a clear out around Christmas and moving on from there. So that was very uncomfortable. Thank you for watching, and here comes the end of the video. Thank you so much for your support in holding me accountable along this huge journey ahead of us. Stay awesome, guys.